Now to the embattled sheriff in Vermont's Franklin County, Sheriff John Grismore, speaking out in Montpelier today in front of the committee determining whether or not he should be impeached.
Grismore came out swinging today against his critics, especially the media, but even several of his peer sheriffs are calling for him to step down, and Vermont's Criminal Justice Council has revoked his law enforcement credentials. NBC5's Sid Buley joins us now live from the State House with the story. Sid?
Liz, Stu, Grismore's credentials are valid for one more week before that revocation goes into effect. However, today questions were raised about how Grismore could effectively still do his job and how good he could be at that without that certificate. However, Grismore still says he is the right person for the job.
What you're doing to me, what has already been done to me, is enormously damaging to the future of law enforcement in this state.
Franklin County Sheriff John Grismore testifying to the committee considering his potential impeachment for the first time. Answering questions about his history in the department, previous bookkeeping, his current retirement account, and how effectively he believes he could do his job without a law enforcement certificate. Grismore also addressed recent calls from across the state for him to resign.
None of this is new when it came time for election. People had a choice. They could have voted differently. They voted for me. I'm not concerned with what people outside of Franklin County are worried about or what they have for opinions or what they think they're entitled to. I'm responsible and accountable to the people that voted me into the office, and that's what I intend to do.
Other sheriffs from across Vermont also testifying. Lamoille County Sheriff Roger Marcoux also says it's crucial to have that certification to be a sheriff. Without it, he says a sheriff couldn't carry a gun, be involved in patrols or investigations, and would have limited access to information.
We're in the law enforcement business. There's a tremendous amount of liability and responsibility that goes along with managing people that carry guns and handcuffs and have the ability to take people's rights away or take their life away.
Windham County Sheriff Mark Anderson says 99% of his job is administrative, but he believes it is still extremely important to have that certification.
As sheriff, without a certification, I think I've answered this already, but to restate briefly, I would be terrified to not have a certification personally.
And I'm one member of 28. The folks that are actually providing those services are the most important component of this equation. So my role won't change. I've gotten tremendous support, as I've stated 1,000 times, from the people in the community as well as the folks that work with me.
Now, Grismore's predecessor, Robert Langevin, also testified today. However, that was largely behind closed doors in an executive session. Grismore says he does plan to appeal that decision from the Justice Council to revoke his certification. And at this point, there is not a timeline as to when the committee would make a decision on the impeachment. Live in Montpelier, Sid Buley, NBC5 News.
Sid, thank you. Now, as that legislative committee was hearing testimony today, the Vermont Sheriff's Association announced its formal call for Grismore to resign. It said it was the only way to fully restore trust in the Franklin County Sheriff's Department.
When I've made a mistake, we reflect on it. We look for change. We apologize. We mend fences. We've seen none of that. I do not see the actions of the council to create any reason for fear for any Vermont law enforcement officer who follows their training.